So the spirits are saying, why do you tell yourself no when we have said yes? Hello, storytellers. Welcome to Storytelling Tarot. My name is Jeida K, and I am so excited that you're with me today because today is day 13 of Divcember, which is our tarot twist on Vlogmas. Every day I've been bringing you a new message, and I hope you've been enjoying it because I am having a really good time. And today, we're just going to get right into the nitty-gritty. We're not even going to wait because we are posing this question. Why are you depriving yourself? Let's see what the ancestors had to say. Our ancestral message today actually had two cards. We have infinite and we have self-control. Self-control. There were two visions, two pictures that I saw in my mind when I was looking at these cards and preparing for this message. The first is, imagine yourself, someone telling you, I'm going to take you to the finest restaurant. I'm going to, pick you up at 7. I want you to put on your favorite outfit. I want you to get all fancy. I want you to feel your best, look your best. We're going to go to this place. It's very exclusive. I got a hookup. So we're going to go in. We're going to have a good time. Bring all your favorite people. We're going to all be gathered together. This restaurant has all the Michelin stars and it's Keith Lee approved, baby. It is the best restaurant, the best dining experience that you could ever have. And they say you ain't got to pay a dime. You pick whatever you want off this menu. And you get there, you got your best friends, you got everybody that you love there. It's like, it is just dolled up like a jewelry box on the inside of this place. I mean, fancy, and it's your favorite cuisine. So imagine when the waiter approaches you and asks, what would you like to have tonight? And after you go through page after page after page, you decide, I'll have chicken nuggets and fries. And then the second vision that I saw, imagine a child being told, we're going to go to the park. We're going to just run and play and have a good time. And as this child is in the car, getting hyped up, excited about going to the park, all they can think about are just the swings. I can't wait to get to the swings. Pull up at the park. The child is so excited. You being the child, get to the playground. And lo and behold, all of the swings are taken. And there's a long line for people waiting to get on the swings. And so you're disappointed. And you want to go home. Those two visions, for me, encompass infinite and self-control. Because infinite speaks about an immeasurable expanse, immeasurable greatness, limitless, no bounds, no restrictions, abundance in its highest form. And then we have self-control. Self-control meaning, balance. Keeping yourself in check. Right? Not overdoing it. Control. It reminded me also of the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is someone who has, a pentacle in each hand, and they're kind of trying to find their footing because they don't know what to do with all of that. Right? What are your fear, insecurities, and disappointments keeping you from experiencing? Why are you depriving yourself of infinite goodness? So I find that we're likely in one of these two camps where either things have been laid out for us, the blessings are there, things are taking a very positive turn in our lives, but we don't trust it for whatever reason. And so that is why we might approach this restaurant, this table, and order something we're comfortable with. Because then, if for some reason that plate is snatched from us, it's not as disappointing. So then if the person who says, oh yeah, I got it covered, if their card declines or you find out that they're not trustworthy or that they may be insincere, then you won't be left holding a bill that you can't cover yourself. So I'm just going to play it safe. I'm going to make sure I have a safety net. I'm going to do something to control myself. But the spirits are saying there's a level of trust that's necessary. There's a level of healing that's necessary so that we can begin to trust the good times, to believe we are worthy of them, to not push our blessings away because we think it's inappropriate. Why are we depriving ourselves? Now, the other group in the second vision, for you knew exactly what you wanted. You knew you wanted to play on the swings. Except when you got there, there were other people who were already there. And so you wanted to go home. And the spirits are saying, why are you giving up so easily? Why are you depriving yourself of these other experiences that are here for you? No, you may not be able to swing right now, but have you considered sliding down the slide or jumping on the trampoline or playing in the sandbox or swinging from the monkey bars? For some of us, we have a one-track mind and we think that success is only going to come through a particular way, on a particular path, and through a particular door. And the spirits are saying, you need to remember there are infinite ways that your dreams can come true. Infinite ways for blessings to find you. But if you're stuck on just the swing, and when you approach and it's already taken, you'll walk right back to the car and miss out on a day that should have been full of laughter and fun and exploration for you. So to you, I say, why are you depriving yourself? Self-control can be a beautiful thing, but sometimes we can control ourselves too much where we become rigid. And so then it's not control at all. It's actually excess. It's not balanced anymore. Because whether we are withholding our joy or our hope because of past disappointments, like the group who went to the restaurant, or we are the ones who are dead set on one particular way that these things can happen for our lives. For some of us, it must happen in this particular timing, or it's not valid, or it won't mean anything. So the spirits are saying, why do you tell yourself no when we have said yes? Why do you deprive yourselves of the gifts that have been given to you freely? Why do you work so hard and not allow yourself to enjoy the fruits? And what can you do today to change that? If you're still with me, I would love if you could click that like button. And if this is your first time and you like this type of thing, consider subscribing. We would love to make you a part of the Storytelling Tarot fam. So I will show you what the cards were for the day. The card was the Four of Swords, which I love. Because for me, the Four of Swords is a card of rest, reflection, remembrance, and ritual. Rest, because sometimes we just need to calm our bodies, silence our thoughts momentarily so we can be with ourselves. We need to reflect on those things and understand what's going on the inside. Remembrance, because this Four of Swords card is very much so literally showing us someone who is lying on top of a grave, to remember someone who went through pain and didn't make it. And so this person is remembering by lying here to say, I recall, I know you. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. Your life will not be in vain. So for me, I often think of my ancestors when I think of the Four Swords. It was Jesus in the Bible who said at the Last Supper to the disciples to take the bread and the wine and to do this in remembrance of me. And so the Four Swords for me is a reminder that everything I do, whether I'm resting or whether I'm active, I do it in remembrance of my ancestors. But especially when we are chasing after our dreams and succeeding, we do this in their remembrance too. Know this, when we talk about infinite energy, when we are chasing after our dreams, we are helping our ancestors chase after theirs. Because for many of us, we are continuing on where they left off. And so we do this in remembrance of them. And then finally, there's ritual. It's something that we do to encompass all of these things, to reflect, to remember, and to rest. Ritual brings all of those things together. In his book, Ritual, Power, Healing, and Community, ancestor Malidoma Patrice May says that ritual is above all else the yardstick by which people measure their state of connection with the hidden ancestral realm with which the entire community is genetically connected. He goes on to say, thus, speed is a way to prevent ourselves from having to deal with something we do not want to face. So we run from these symptoms and their sources that are not nice to look at. To be able to face our fears, we must remember how to perform ritual. To remember how to perform ritual, we must slow down. And so you see, the Four of Swords is the perfect card to represent ritual. It's the perfect card to show us what is necessary to address that question, why we deprive ourselves. And for each of us, it could be something completely different. It's time for you to open your hand instead of closing it shut. It's time for you to open your heart instead of erecting more walls. It's time to expand your mind around what is possible for you. Here is our reflection question. Which camp were you in? Did you identify most with the person who visits the restaurant and turns away the food they really, really want for something that's more safe? Or do you identify with a child on the playground who really wanted to be on the swings and would rather go home than do something else? Which one of those scenarios feels most like how you've been? And how will you compassionately make changes so that you can begin to enjoy the infinite goodness that is headed your way? I hope that you enjoyed today's message and that you got something from it. Thank you so much for watching today. I wish you immense peace and blessings and infinite goodness. We'll see you tomorrow.